It seems that Kevin Hunter already tried everything to get more money from Wendy Williams. What started with his public whining is about to turn into something more serious because Hunter threatens his ex-wife with new lawsuits. But Wendy has been silent for way too long and she doesn't plan to give in without a good fight. Hi everyone and welcome back to Celeb Live Channel. We keep our eyes on the most scandalous events in show business and always bring you the hottest updates. Like the rest of the world, we've been interested in the unfolding drama between Wendy Williams and her ex-husband Kevin, and we gotta say that these two never disappoint. Stick with us until the end of this video to learn if Wendy complies with his demands. If you are among the people who celebrated Wendy's victory over Kevin Hunter, we have some bad news. It feels like he is not ready to let his gold mine go, but Wendy is not to be fooled around anymore. She has stayed silent long enough and put up with his affair with Sharina Hudson, but now she wants to expose every bit of his bile. And that especially concerns her money because it's the only thing that Kevin and Sharina have always been wanting from her. Even knowing that Wendy's health and emotional state are still fragile, they have the nerve to demand their alimony back. Well, let's see if they can get anything, considering that Wendy is still recovering and has her accounts frozen. But even if she gains access to her funds in the nearest future, we hardly believe that she's going to give her ex another dime. After all, she's not a saint to tolerate her husband's infidelity, treachery, and profligacy. And the illegitimate child was the last straw for her. Her patience has ended. For many people, Wendy's endurance and strength came as a surprise. Apparently, she knew everything about her husband's affair with Sharina, how he bought her the mansion and luxury cars using Wendy's money, and how he sponsored her multiple business ideas. So the man basically lived a double life. But why didn't he just leave Wendy? I guess we all know the answer. Even when Hunter's relationship with Sharina was getting serious, he refused to divorce Wendy because she made a perfect cash cow that he could milk anytime he wanted. Now that the ex-couple is finally divorced, Kevin still believes that Wendy should financially support him and his new family. He even pressures her publicly by claiming he has fallen behind all his payments and has no other source of income. But sounds just pathetic, and we guess that many fans agree with us. One person commented, "Why won't Wendy Williams' ex-husband get a job instead of crying to YouTube? Or the woman he cheated with can get a job and he can stay home and keep the baby. I mean, really, he honestly wants Wendy to take care of him, his baby, and the baby's mama. This is too much nerve." And another person said, "It's called life. Get a real job and pay bills. No one said Williams was going to pay your way." If you follow their story from the very beginning, you should know that Wendy and Kevin settled their divorce and she agreed to pay him a certain sum every month. And this is exactly what she did for many months until she stopped working. And if Kevin wasn't in such a hurry to sign his divorce papers, he could have noticed the clause that stated that Wendy would no longer support her ex-spouse if she had no longer worked on TV. Well, as you know, Williams had to battle numerous health issues in recent years. As a result, her TV show was canceled and her time slot is already filled with another show. But do you think it stopped Kevin from wanting her money? Not at all. Hunter hired lawyers and he plans to prove that Wendy breached their agreement. Seems like nothing is sacred to this man. He has already openly cheated on his wife and had a baby with his mistress. And now he neglects his ex-spouse's fragile health and keeps pressuring her about the alimony payment, which she can no longer control. Fans are outraged by such audacity and don't even hide their contempt. One person wrote on Twitter, "Seems like Wendy Williams got sick and they all said to hell with you since she can't be their cash cow anymore. No sympathy, no nothing, not even patience. Ugly industry." And another added, "Wendy Williams' ex-husband's story really is comical. Him and that girl. Like, how are you going to cheat on your only source of income? And her, why would you have a baby with a man who is a married dependent? Now they're both broke and have a child to feed." But since Wendy is placed under financial guardianship and doesn't have any upcoming TV shows, Kevin might have zero chances of getting anything from her, especially considering how Kevin behaved all this time. Yes, she could have shown him pity because we are sure that she truly loved him, but for Kevin the gold digger, she was nothing more than an easy source of income. On his Instagram, Hunter tried to convince his followers that he was the only person behind the success of the Wendy Williams TV show. Yeah, we give him certain credit because he worked as one of the producers, but the show's success was certainly a team effort plus Wendy's natural charisma. Apparently, Kevin no longer cares about his public image because he only keeps humiliating himself with every new statement. He openly claims that he has no other sources of income except for the money Wendy was generously giving him all these years. And yeah, we know that he was working for her, but she got him fired when she learned about Sharina's pregnancy. We don't have to be prophets to understand that Kevin Hunter didn't even think about getting a real job to provide for his new family and pay his bills. He counted on Wendy's never-ending bank account. And now he keeps saying in every interview that he's facing foreclosure and can't pay his medical bills and car insurance. Well, you know what, Kevin? No one feels sorry for you. We sincerely hope that Kevin will remember that he is now responsible for his new family and start behaving like a man instead of playing a big crying baby. And most importantly, he will stop counting on Wendy's support. He already took so much from her, apart from 20 years of her life, money, health, and even emotional well-being. He left her shattered and sick, not able to deal with the avalanche of problems. And yet, he keeps thinking about his credit card payments and has no common sense to admit he was doing wrong. But if Hunter cannot find a way out of his financial hardships, Wendy's fans have got some very good business ideas for him. One person commented, "Since you supposedly made the Wendy Williams show, why don't you make another one and stop crying about them alimony checks?" "That sounds fair," another person added. "Kevin Hunter says he made Wendy Williams the woman she is. Then why not make the woman he cheated on Wendy with the moneymaker so he can spend her money cheat on her?" But even if Wendy wanted to keep paying alimony for some reason, she wouldn't be able to do it anyway. All her accounts are frozen and she herself has limited sums to use. It's still unclear whether it was her smart plan to cut her ex-husband off completely. But we take our hat off to her. She worked hard to earn her millions, and it seems absolutely unfair that this poor excuse of a man wants to waste them on his mistress. However, Kevin still lives in some kind of illusion that he has enough basis to demand his alimony back. Rumors are going around that he hired expensive lawyers and is making a case against his ex-wife. Let's hope that Wendy has already recovered and prepared to fight and win this battle, because Kevin's claims sound ridiculous. They have no legal basis since he himself signed the divorce papers and was supposed to know all the nuances of their settlement agreement. How do you evaluate his chances? And do you think he will ever give up and leaves Wendy alone? Share your opinions in the comments. As usual, make sure that you gave this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel because we will be back soon with a new portion of gossip.